Our top story, President Trump just wrapping up a press conference responding to the impeachment inquiry announced against him just yesterday.
The president calling it a, quote, big hoax.
Now, earlier today, the president released a transcript of his phone call to the foreign leader that showed he repeatedly urged Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to investigate former Vice President Joe Biden and his son Hunter.
The president did confirm that he had ordered a whistleblower's complaint about his phone call turned over to Congress, a move the administration initially had blocked, giving in to one of the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi's demands.
Now, Senate Republicans confirming the complaint had arrived for senators to review.
This talk of impeachment is all too familiar to a former lawmaker from right here in East Tennessee.
Yeah, WAT 6 News Side reporter Blake Stevens reaching out to former Congressman Jimmy Duncan to get his take now on this situation out of Washington. Blake?
Yeah, this is all bringing back memories for former longtime East Tennessee Congressman Jimmy Duncan. He voted for the articles of impeachment against former President Bill Clinton. Those articles passed that Republican-led House. As you know, President Clinton wasn't convicted in the Senate and was able to complete his second term. Duncan thinks history could be repeating itself. Despite the odds of conviction in the Democratic-controlled Senate, former Representative Jimmy Dunn remembers casting a vote for articles of impeachment against President Bill Clinton. That was in '98, but strong party lines still exist today.
Because the Democrats have such heavy control of the House, it wouldn't surprise me. In fact, I think they probably will pass an article or articles of impeachment against President Trump, but I don't believe that he'll be convicted in the Senate. So I believe the same thing will happen as happened under President Clinton.
Duncan explains in an impeachment, the House basically acts like a grand jury and the Senate is the jury. LMU law professor Stuart Harris says this is one of the most significant duties of lawmakers, oversight of the executive branch.
Impeachment is a very troubling thing, and no doubt many people are going to act on a partisan basis. But the founders realized this. They realized that human beings are imperfect, and they did the best they could by trying to give responsibility to this to both houses of Congress. So let's let the process work and hope that it works properly.
Duncan is fearful the days of working across party lines may be gone.
I know that President Trump is hated by a lot of people, but I think some of this has gotten to the ridiculous point. And I just wish that it just seems like there's more hatred in politics today than almost any time in our history.
Boy, strong words there. Well, it's now up to, well, it would be up to the House Judiciary Committee to draft any articles of impeachment. If they pass any, the House, the full House, would then vote. And if they get more than 50% support, the president would be considered impeached. But a president is not removed from office without a conviction from the Senate. That takes 67 votes, and it's never happened in our nation's history, guys.
All right, Blake, thank you very much. And if you would like to see President Trump's full press conference from earlier this afternoon, all you have to do is go to our website right now. It's at WAT.com.